Good damn morning, Americans. Jericho Green here with you once again. Got to give a big shout out to my man Jeff D in Las Vegas. Also shout out to my boy Isaac P in Wisconsin. I appreciate the love, man. This is what the world needs. More young men like Isaac with their head on straight and a plan. Keep doing your thing, man. Stay focused. So, guys, guess what? I couldn't believe this shit, but I could, but I couldn't. So, Bidenus Pervertus, you know, our grandpa in chief. Hey, this isn't the mall. You promised me youngsters and hard candy. So, this idiot had another idiot named Hunter. And Hunter decided to correspond with his attorney, which is fine. I guess if you have an attorney, you need to correspond with them every once in a while. I just passed one of those signs, you know, where it warns you ahead about traffic or click it or ticket. Out here they call it a SIG alert. And that thing said, get vaccinated. Go to getmyvaccine.com. Whatever the fuck. Please, somebody send me a picture or a link to one of those things saying, get outside and walk. Eat something green. Drink some water. Vaccine, vaccine, vaccine. There's got to be something wrong with that. That's it? That's the end all be all of this pandemic? Nothing else will work? Man, anyway. So, Bidenus Pervertus' idiot son, he's corresponding with his attorney, which is fine, but he decided to use a word, the N-word, dun, dun, dun. And you know, in this environment of hyper racism and systemic racism and racial equality and racial justice, of course, you wouldn't have the son of the man leading this charge, barely, which there's no charge at all, but whatever, them and their straw men and their ghosts. You wouldn't think that the man running this whole thing against all those horrible, evil things wouldn't be using a word like that. But then again, you can't be surprised when a crackhead does something. You have to expect any and everything from a fucking crackhead. That's what Hunter is. Remember the laptop? Remember the smoking gun? That gun was smoking so much it had cancer. Nothing. Laptop, nothing. Ukraine, nothing. But now they got him. They got him with his little racist crackhead hand in the cookie jar. I'll put a link in the description box to the screenshots of the text messages. He used this word. He used it well. He used it comfortably. And his lawyer's white. If that makes a difference. But he's telling him, he was like, so how much do I owe you? I guess he had done some work for him. He said, how much do I owe you? He's like, come on, nigga, don't be charging me no Hennessy rates. And then he had this meme that he saved, and it was a picture of his dad hugging Barack Obama, and I guess it was around the time of Obama leaving office, and they were hugging, and the meme says, come on, Barack, let me just say it once. And he's like, no, Joe, come on, let me say it. He goes, all right, go ahead and say it. And he says, you my nigga, Barack. Now, of course, people are free to say whatever they want when they correspond in private. But, if you're going to sit here and base the wrecking of our country on some bullshit like systemic racism, then why is your son using the word, dun, 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 in his text messages? I wonder where he learned that from. And of course, the big ass 700-pound racist elephant in the room. You know damn good and well, if Trump Jr. had some text messages dug up, not from 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, but from 2 years ago, 2019, and he was using that word in any way, even if, and you know this is true, even if he was texting somebody, man, did you hear what so-and-so said? He said the N-word. Even if he was talking about somebody else who said it, some Papa John shit, it'd be over. The media, that's all Ricky Maddow, Donna Lamone, that greasy lip bitch, Joy Reid, all those dumbasses. They would be fingering their little pink weenies over Trump Jr. being caught using that word. You already know how they would react. Biden's son, nothing. Trump's son, if his son, his daughter, any of his children had text messages dug up using that word, come on. You thought the mainstream mediocres couldn't be even more worked up over some shit Trump said or did? They would go crazy. Trump's kid, Trump's fucking gardener couldn't say that word in a text message. It would be over. Anybody connected to him, anyone in his orbit, would be done for texting that word, let alone his son, with his lawyer joking around, telling his lawyer, I only like you because you're black. And obviously he was joking, but that's not the point. It's the fucking hypocrisy. Could you imagine if Trump Jr., just from 2 years ago, not even no deep dive bullshit, 2 years ago. I don't give a shit what that crackhead said, but it's the hypocrisy. The world would be over. You know, they show that mushroom cloud, boom, right over DC. That shit would be crazy. Wait till you see the text messages. He said, hey, nigga, don't be charging me no Hennessy rates. I can't wait to see which way the mainstream mediocres go with this shit. How are they going to spin this shit? They'll either spin the hell out of it or they won't mention it at all. How they couldn't, I don't know. And again, I saw this on the Washington Post because I know if their crazy left-leaning ass is reporting it, you know it's bad. Oh, shit. Hunter Biden said, nigga. But like I said, laptop, pictures of him with crack, possibly underage kids, the Ukraine, he survived it all. Can he survive this? Can his daddy survive this? Because that's all he talks about. Systemic racism, racial inequality. We have to do this. Our country, racism, our country, racism. Well, here you go. Here's your boogeyman. I know you're related to his dumbass, but he's a boogeyman nonetheless, according to you guys. He has that awful skin tone, and he said that awful word. That can't happen. That can't be true. Man, they ain't gonna say shit, and they ain't gonna do shit. That's one of their own. But like I said, and as we know, if Trump's oh man, these fools, they would lose their damn minds. Their heads would pop off of their damn shoulders. Speaking of some crazy shit, and the president, someone's president, what's his name, Macaroon, the guy who's fucking up Paris in France, the guy who's fucking up France the best way he knows how. So I guess shout out to Catherine, probably on the train. I appreciate the support. So I guess yesterday he was out and about somewhere at some kind of function, you know, meeting the people, shaking the hands and kissing babies. and some lady reached over and slapped him in his face. That lady slapped the shit out of him. Now, of course, I'm not condoning violence because that's what got me suspended, because I was apparently promoting violence against a certain group of people. Whatever. But that woman slapping the president of France is a snapshot. It's a glimpse into how most normal, hardworking people of France feel. Remember the yellow vest riots they had? Remember all the terrorist attacks they had? All those bullshit, all the bullshit taxes and stuff associated with climate change? Like we're gonna do shit about the planet? Remember all that? All that was gathered up and stored in that woman's right hand, and she gave it to him across the face. Now, of course, you shouldn't go around slapping people. You shouldn't go around slapping presidents, and I'm sure that lady is going to be in some big trouble, and you can see his Secret Service pull him out of the way and grab her ass too. But if I can find a link to that, you got to see that shit. There's like a little barrier, you know, those little bars or whatever that people stand behind. And he was walking down and she said, "Pow!" I think I saw her put some powder on her hand first, but she slapped the shit out of the president of France. President. What did Chris Rock say? What did he say? I'm not saying she should have did it, but I understand. And just know, guys, just understand, if your last name is Biden, there's no need to be hiding. You can say and do whatever you want on camera. Smoke crack, take pictures of your dick, say the word nigga to whoever you want, and you don't got to worry about nothing. Nothing's going to happen to you. You are truly bulletproof. Because this man has done all of those things and nothing has happened to him. Didn't he just come out with a book and was doing talk somewhere? Like these people don't have access to the interweb? Man, please. Let me get up in here in this damn rat race. But you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Please subscribe. Hit that notification bell, because every time it rings, a piece of shit lefty cries. Get your Jericho Green notification tone. Link in the description box. Utilize a PayPal link and the Teespring link to get your green gear. I am Jericho Green. Man, I'm out.